One headline, one careless post. That's all it takes for a reputation to be destroyed. But what happens when a story goes too far? Today, we dive into the world of defamation in Kenya's media. Hi, I'm Joina. In this feature, we explore how defamation law shapes journalism and storytelling in Kenya. We'll look at major court cases, chat with the expert, and unpack what every journalist needs to know. So, if you are in a media space, this story is for you. So, what's defamation? Simply put, it's making a false statement that harms someone's reputation. In media, we call it libel if written and slander if spoken. For defamation claim to succeed in Kenya, the court looks for publication, false statement, negligence, identification of the person, and harm to the reputation. In other words, publish something untrue, hurt someone's reputation, and you might end up in court. Take the Nation Media Group versus Makwere case in 2018. A former minister argued that the newspaper article falsely portrayed him and damaged his reputation. High Court agreed, awarding him compensation and reinforced simple truth. Journalism is powerful. With the power comes responsibility.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm Hamon Ogweno. When I think about defamation in media, I see it as a sharing information that harms someone's reputation, especially when it is not accurate. And in today's world, it is really big issue because news spread so fast. Once something is posted, thousands of people see it before anyone can correct the mistake. I honestly feel like journalists in Kenya faces even more defamation risk now because of the social media. Everyone is under pressure to be the first to post. Sometimes people rush to break a story without verifying every detail, and that's where the problem starts. Even a small mosquito or a misleading caption can cause trouble. I have heard about the landmark case like the Nation Media Group versus the Makwere. I might not know every detail, but the main lesson for me is that journalists must verify what they publish, especially if it involves powerful people or sensitive allegations. The court don't take defamation lightly, so even big media houses can be held responsible. For me, the balance between freedom of expression and protecting someone's reputation comes down to one thing. Freedom of expression does not mean you can say anything without consequences. If journalists stick to facts, give people a right of reply, and avoid sensational language, they can still report confidently without harming anyone unfairly. Yeah. And honestly, the practical steps are simple. Verify information, double check the source, and always look for the other side of the story. Even using careful wordings help, like saying allegedly when something is not fully proven. Responsible communication does not limit journalism. It is actually protecting both the public and the journalists themselves. Thank you very much.
Defamation law balances press freedom with personal dignity. Journalists expose wrongdoings and uphold power to account, but individuals deserve protection from false accusation. This tension sometimes leads to self-censorship, reporter avoiding stories because of fear, even if the story is true. But it also encourages accuracy, ethics, and responsibility. So how do journalists avoid defamation? 1. Verify every fact. 2. Use credible sources. 3. Give the accused a right of reply. 4. Avoid sensationalism. And 5. Follow ethical conduct. Good journalism isn't just about breaking news, it's telling truth responsibly. Defamation law protects reputation, but also challenges journalists to be ethical, accurate, and bold. The big question: how do we report fearlessly without crossing legal and moral lines? I'm Jainam, and this is Frontline Media. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts, like, and subscribe.